reported today in The Verge. Civilized Cycles is an electric bike full of surprises. The first thing you notice about Civilized Cycles' first electric bike are those enormous, fully integrated panniers on the rear rack. They're impossible to miss, massive, dual saddlebags encased in a seemingly tough carbon fiber shell. You could carry a whole load of groceries in those things, while also transporting a passenger, or two, on the padded rear rack. But this is not a cargo bike. It's something else. One of the things that excite me the most about e-bikes is the experimentation with form factors, mini bikes that look like motorcycles, freight bikes that look like tiny trucks, fat tire bikes with a ton of power and maybe an automotive badge. Civilized Cycles' first e-bike has the functionality of a cargo bike inside the frame of a Dutch cruiser. The company's founder Zachary Schieffelin says he first began thinking of designing his own e-bike while running the Vespa dealership in the Soho neighborhood in Manhattan. Even then, he knew that he needed to do something that moves in the direction of cars. People have expectations from cars, Schieffelin says. They expect them to be comfortable. They expect them to be able to carry a partner, a friend, or a child. They expect to be able to carry stuff. And they expect a totally familiar driving experience. This is a refrain I'm hearing from e-bike companies more and more. How do we design a bike with the right specs, a good amount of power, and enough versatility to lure people away from their cars? It's a difficult proposition, especially in a country so desensitized to the ugly externalities of car ownership. Civilized Cycles is the latest to try to knock some sense into us. The company's first bike is called the Model 1, Shades of Elon Musk, and it has a lot of interesting features that I'll get to in a minute. But first, Schieffelin has an interesting analogy that describes how he approached designing a bike that strives to be both unique and familiar at the same time. How do we make something that's just easy and delightful? Kind of like how the iPod shifted things from the Zune, right, he says. I feel like most e-bikes are kind of in the Zune phase right now. They're built by technologists, or by superbike enthusiasts, who have completely gotten themselves accustomed to all the compromises that come from the regular pedal bike world. I'm not sure I entirely agree. There are a growing number of e-bikes that are approachable, delightful, and don't require you to know the difference between a derailleur and a cassette. The Model 1 definitely falls into that category, as well. This is not a bike for spandex-wearing, weekend road warriors. It was designed to have cross-appeal with both urban dwellers looking for an easier way to get around the Uber or the subway and suburbanites who are. For more on this story, visit the news article link.